Hi, kindergarten friends. Today is Thursday, June 4th, 2020. Turn that 4 around. Today's story is Martha Speaks by Susan Meadow. Remember, good readers look at a cover and they ask themselves questions before they start a book. So I'm looking at the cover and I'm going to ask myself, who's Martha? I'm going to ask myself, is this fiction or nonfiction? And what do they mean, Martha speaks? Speaking is talking. We know dogs don't talk unless they bark. Let's find out what happens. The day Helen gave Martha Dog her alphabet soup, something unusual happened. The letters in the soup went up to Martha's brain instead of down to her stomach. Alphabet soup has noodles shaped like letters. I'm starting to think this book is fiction because we know that soup does not go to your brain, right? That evening, Martha spoke. "Isn't it time for my dinner?" Martha's family had many Martha's family had many questions to ask her. Of course, she had a lot to tell them. "Have you always understood what we're saying?" "You bet. Do you want to know what Benji is really saying?" "Why don't you come when we call? You people are so bossy. Come, sit, stay. You never say please." "Do dogs dream?" "Day and night. This morning I dreamed I was chasing a giant meatloaf." "Why do you drink out of the toilet?" "Lassie is not all that smart." Woof. Alphabet soup became a regular part of Martha's diet, and the family had a wonderful time surprising people. Walking the dog was always good for a laugh. "Yo, Renty, good dog, how's the flea problem?" They ordered pizza from a different restaurant every night. "How much do I owe you?" They taught Martha how to use the phone, but this was a mistake. "Hello, Acme Meat Company. I'd like to make an order." She wants to order some meat for herself. Pretty soon, more than pizza was being delivered. "But I didn't order any barbecue." Friends and family were amazed. "Want to go for a walk, Granny?" Although there were those who doubted, there's no such thing as a talking dog. Martha always had the last word. Woof. "Speak, Martha." "Woof. Just kidding." But there was a problem. Now that Martha could talk, there was no stopping her. She said exactly what was on her mind. "Why is that man so fat?" She made embarrassing comments. "Mom said that fruitcake you sent wasn't fit for a dog, but I thought it was delicious." And she always told the truth. Who did it? Helen did it. Obviously, she wondered why her family was often so mad at her. But she kept on talking. She talked through everyone's favorite TV shows, except her own. "I've seen this program. Want me to tell you what happens? The giant reptile did it, and the little kitten gets blamed. But it's okay because the ninja woman and the Environ-Man team up to save the little kitten and, of course, the world." And they're like, shh. She talked while they were trying to read. "There's a poodle over on Circuit Street I'd really like to play with. He's small, but what a dog. And speaking of small, I'm sure you're all curious about the early days of my life." She's going blah, 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 blah. She's talking way too much, isn't she? Look at all these words. She talked and talked Anne talked until her family could not stand it anymore and said, "Martha, please." That reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to talk a lot as a kid, and my mom would be, "Becky, stop." And I would be like, I just made a text-to-self connection, didn't I? Shut up. "What's wrong?" asked Martha. "You talk too much," yelled Father. "You never stop," yelled Mother. "Sometimes," said Helen, "I wish you'd never learn to talk." Martha was crushed. I think that means she felt really bad. The next day, Martha did not speak. She didn't ask for dinner or to go out. She offered no opinions, but lay quietly beneath the kitchen table. At first, her family enjoyed the silence, but after a while, they became worried. "What's the matter, Martha?" asked Helen. Martha didn't answer. Helen's father called the vet. "There's something wrong with my dog," he said. "She won't say a word." "Is this some kind of joke?" snapped the vet. Helen offered Martha bowl after bowl of alphabet soup, but Martha had lost her appetite for letters. She didn't want alphabet soup because they yelled at her. Martha's family wondered if she would ever speak again. Then one evening when her family was out, Martha heard the sound of glass breaking. "A burglar," she gasped. "I better call the police." She carefully dialed 911. But when she opened her mouth to speak, yip, yip, uff, 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 uff. Martha hadn't eaten a bowl of alphabet soup in days. Martha raced to the kitchen. She barked, she growled, she tried to look ferocious. The burglar wasn't frightened. He picked up a pot from the stove. "Uh-oh," thought Martha. "It stops for sure." But to her surprise, the burglar put the pot down on the floor in front of her. "Here, doggy," he said. "Have something nice to eat." The burglar smiled as he closed Martha into the kitchen and went back to work. "Dumb dog," he said. "Lucky for me, you like alphabet soup." The burglar thought he got Martha to stop bothering him, didn't he? He didn't know what the alphabet soup would do for Martha. When Martha's family returned, they found the police removing the burglar from the house. "How did you know he was robbing our house?" asked Helen. "We got a call at the station," said the officer. "Some lady called Martha." "Good dog, Martha," exclaimed her happy family. "You're so right," said Martha. Now, Martha eats a bowl of alphabet soup every day. She's learning what to say and when to say it, and sometimes she doesn't say anything at all, at least for a few minutes. And it says, "Good dog." So Martha was so excited that she was able to talk that she just wanted to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And her family said, "Shut up," which is really not very nice. It sure made her feel bad. She went under the table and she refused to eat alphabet soup. But then a burglar came and she couldn't talk. She tried so hard to talk, but she couldn't without the alphabet soup. Remember, this is fiction, right? Then the burglar was trying to get her to be quiet, so he gave her the soup and locked her in the kitchen, not knowing that the soup would help her be able to talk again, and she was able to call the police, and the police came and arrested him. At the end, the family learned that it was important that Martha be able to talk, but Martha learned that it was important not to talk all the time, but just the right amount. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.